In addition to failing in his job, Sadiq Khan should be fired for his persistent race baiting and issues with our allies is becoming unmanageable. We will review what was said while also going over all the most recent news from across the nation, but first hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our rapidly expanding community. Khan has only one goal, and that is division Khan. Last week, Khan refused to apologize for his remarks against Sergeant Blake in the Chris Karba situation. He also has a feud with Donald Trump and has now launched a new attack against him. Just a brief note to let you know that we have brand new Stuck Farmer t-shirts in stock. You can get them right now at British.com or by clicking the link in the description. Sadiq Khan has labeled Donald Trump's policies sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, and racist in a fresh attack from the Labour Party at the President-elect. Trump had criticised the Mayor of London in the wake of the London Bridge terrorist attack and has also referred to him as very dumb and a stone-cold loser who should focus on crime in London, but KH claims that the 45th and 47th president wouldn't have come for him had he been white. Asked by the High Performance podcast how it felt to be singled out by Trump, Khan said, "It's personal, let's be frank, if I wasn't this color skin, if I wasn't a practicing Muslim, he wouldn't have come for me. He wasn't coming for me because I'm 5 feet 6 inches Ines, he's coming for me for, let's be frank, my ethnicity and my religion, so it's incredibly personal to me," he added. "So you know, the fact that I was speaking out against somebody whose policies were sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic, racist wasn't because I wanted to come to his attention, because I have a responsibility to speak out if I think something's affecting not just Londoners but all of us." But the mayor welcomed the prospect of Trump in the capital. He told the podcast recorded before last week's US election, "I would love Donald Trump, whether he wins or not, to come to London. Let me show him around our wonderfully diverse communities. Let me take him on the Pride. Let me take him to a mosque in March of next summer, as well as to some of our diverse communities, so that he will realize that, in reality, it is completely acceptable to be a Muslim and a Westerner, to treat women with dignity, to be a leader, and to be a man." What do you think about Khan? Please share your thoughts in the comments section of another news article. When a Labour MP advocated for a Gaza family visa program akin to that of Ukraine online earlier today, the people reacted angrily. York Central MP Rachel Moscow has asked citizens to get in touch with their MP in order to have them sign an early day motion to the House of Commons that, if approved, will create a visa program for those in Gaza in response to the motion reform. "We do not want people who have been brainwashed by harass to come to the UK, said Richard Ti, the deputy leader of the United Kingdom. "We do not want to import anti-Semitism and religious intolerance." "No, no, no," another user yelled. The idea that the proposal is barking mad. Meanwhile, another individual launched an attack on the MP, claiming that the Labour Party has threatened businesses, farms and hospitality with crippling taxes, even scrapping the winter fuel allowance from the elderly. "They said all necessary difficult decisions, you said, due to the black hole. Well, here's an easy decision for you. If you can't afford to look after the people who are already here and pay your wages, you are in no position to invite more." By this morning, the motion had received 24 signatures from MPs, including those from Labour, Social Democratic and Labour Party, the Liberal Democrats, Greens, SNP, Plaid Cymru Alliance Party, in addition to 4 independents. The early day motion, tabled on November 5, has called upon the government to introduce a Gaza family visa scheme based upon the Ukraine family scheme to enable Palestinians from Gaza to reunite with their family members and seek temporary sanctuary in the UK until it is safe to return in. Its text, the document has highlighted the loss of over 40,000 individuals in addition to the increasing toll of injured individuals as well as those exposed to infectious disease and famine. Furthermore, the devastation of Gaza's health infrastructure has made it more difficult for people to obtain essential medical care. Concern over the effects of Israel's counteroffensive after Hamas's October 7 attack last year has led to calls for the scheme's implementation. The Ukraine Family Scheme was first introduced in March 2022, a few weeks after Russia invaded Ukraine at the end of February. After it was put into effect, the scheme permitted individuals in the UK to sponsor a named Ukrainian national or family to live in the country with them, provided they had adequate housing. According to the Office for National Statistics, by July 16 of this year, about 210,000 people had arrived in the UK under the Ukraine Family and Sponsorship Scheme. According to experts, Rachel Reeves' planned announcement of significant revisions to combine local government pension plans into mega funds through a new pension schemes bill next year will be a disastrous error. In her first Mansion House speech to city leaders today, the Chancellor will reveal the plans, which the government claims are the largest pension reforms in decades. The reforms are intended to allow pension funds to invest in a greater variety of assets while lowering fees paid to financial advisors. The reform scope is substantial, encompassing 86 local government pension schemes with 6.5 million members and £360 billion in assets. Similar models have been used in Australia and Canada, where public sector pension schemes have been consolidated into larger pooled funds managed in-house. The Treasury has not yet revealed the precise number of mega funds that will be established, only stating that they will soon consult on plans to improve governance and leverage fund size. This initiative builds on earlier reform attempts, such as David Cameron's 2015 push to create 8 larger pools, which only succeeded in consolidating 39% of assets. Chancellor Jeremy Hunt had proposed that by 2040, all local government pension assets would be in vehicles valued at least $2,200 billion, suggesting the creation of 2 or 3 major pools. According to the government, a 5% each administering authority will have to set goals for investment in their local economies, subject to independent evaluations. These goals could secure £20 billion for communities nationwide. We're aiming for growth. In a statement before to her address, Reeves stated that the revisions are intended to facilitate larger-scale investments in private equity and infrastructure firms, but several financial experts have cautioned against making any significant changes to the current situation. Felicia Yemen investment platform Tint's founder and CEO cautioned that requiring pension investments through a national wealth fund would be a serious error. The revisions will also include efforts to merge smaller defined contribution plans. Across the nation, Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rare highlighted the advantages for public sector employees, saying that we have all witnessed the amazing work that our frontline employees do on a daily basis and that it is past time that their pensions began to support their efforts by encouraging investment in their communities. What do you think of the topics we covered in today's video? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more British political content. Thank you, and take care. Goodbye.